No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we got an absolute legend in rap music, in the battle rap game. Murda Mook is in the building.
Yes, man. Pleasure to be here.
How you feeling?
Thank you, man. I'm feeling good.
We already had the interview booked, and then all of a sudden, like yesterday or the day before, you got the craziest cosign. Drake, a lot of people didn't even know you guys knew each other.
Yeah, right.
And he just got you on fire right now.
Yeah, he got me on fire, man. I woke up, he put me on his page, without my consent.
It's kind of fucked up, man.
I know, yo. Nah, but me and Drake, we had a very peculiar relationship.
Yeah, I'm sure the world could use a summary of how this went back in the day.
So I want to say 4 years ago or so. One time we was in New York. We was at a club. Well, I was trying to get in the club with my peoples and shit. You know what I mean? And I was fighting to get my peoples in the shit. And then all of a sudden, here go Drake. They like, yo, Mook, you gotta chill. Now I'm in New York. This is my city. And then here come Drake with like 13 niggas and shit. And he like, yo, oh shit, Mook, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to hold my composure, keep my my pride, like, yeah, what's up, nigga? Like, you know what I mean? He like, nah, you coming in? I'm like, yeah. So, he wound up, we wound up going in with him and shit. But then we started to chop it up, and I didn't know he was as much of a fan of me as, as he told me at that point, because me and him never really had a conversation or interacted too tough. So, when he telling me, he like, yo, nigga, you know what we used to do watching, your battle rap, going to school, and, we used to pretend like we was y'all and shit like that. And as the night went on, got a little bit of liquor in the system and shit, and then, he was just like, yo, but I'll kill you. And I'm like, I'm drinking his liquor though. You know what I'm saying? This is his shit. So I'm like, yo, listen.
Standing in his section on his
like,
couch.
Well, I start sniffing the bottle and shit, like making sure ain't nothing going on in here for what would make you say that to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he like, nah, nigga, I'll kill you, like, you know what I mean, in a battle. And I'm like, really?
And what year are we talking here?
This was about 2000 and... No, hell no, this was longer than that. Wow, I'm bugging. Cause I did the BET Award shit was 2014. So this was 2014. This was in the beginning. 2013, 2014. Wow, years ago, like crazy.
So this was a different stage in Drake's career where he's very much solidified. He's a pop star. He's huge, but he's not like...
No, he's Drake.
He's Drake, but...
He's Drake.
But he's a little more Drake now.
Well, right now but no, he was still, remember 0 to 100 just came out.
Right.
He was Drake then.
You're right. Like the concept of him battling you was still kind of
Drake
ridiculous.
Has been Drake.
Right.
That's why, shout out to Artist of the Decade. That is just, that's like an accomplishment out of this world. I didn't even know that's a new thing?
I don't know. Do they do that every decade? Who had the 90s? Who had the aughts?
Well, who had 2010 to 2001? Well, because I'm just hearing about it. But yeah, so that was 0 to 100 Drake. Drake still had, Drake was still a man. Then Drake been the man for a while is I think the point that I'm saying.
2010's, by the way, got to be 50.
2002, yeah, 2000
like
to 2010 has to be 50.
Because I was thinking Wayne, but that's more later in the year, and I still think 50's impact was bigger.
50's impact, yeah, 2000 to 2000, yeah, because Wayne was 2006.
Yeah, it was like, later and it was gigantic, but I still feel like nothing was bigger
like
than G Unit.
Nothing came like 50. I don't believe.
Right.
Nothing came like 50. Nothing. So I'm still trying to see if anything did. But
that is a great thing to argue about, or way to, it's hard to even like kind of argue about it, but to sort hip hop out, because then you only really have like 4 or 5 gods of the decade,
Right. Was Ye was in there? Was he in there? Was Ye in there? I think Ye was in there. Ye was in Ye was in the middle of the pack with Wayne, I think.
Yeah. No, Kanye's definitely like,
He was in there.
you got to put him against 50, yeah.
Yeah, because they tried to. And I remember the 106 in Park thing. They did a bet with 50 and Ye.
Right. About the album sales?
About the album sales.
And that was when we kind of realized, like, oh, rap's going in a little different direction than what we
direction.
thought. Because we were in the New York bubble at that time where it kind of felt like nobody could defeat 50 ever.
Right. Yeah. Did Ye sell more?
Yep.
He did. Mm-hmm. Yep, he did. But that was like 50's the third album.
So anyway, Murda Mook's in the club. The alcohol is affecting him. It's in his bloodstream. Drake says,
Drizzy.
I would kill you. Not, I think I could go at you. I think we could be even. I think I could maybe do something. No, he said he was going to kill you.
Yeah, he said, I'll kill you.
Could.
He said, I'll kill you. So Fab was there. Shout out to Fab. Right there in the cut. So this is my, what do you call the people who sign the shit, the notoriety, the notary public. He was my notary public for this moment. So I'm like, yo, you sure you'll kill? I'm like, so let's do this. Take a picture. Let's take a picture. If we could pull up the picture too. When you put Murda Mook and Drake, you'll see both of us facing off, pause.
Trev, can we get the Google?
Yeah. You'll see us facing off, pause. And so I'm like, I'm gonna take this picture and I'm gonna put it up. He like, go ahead. Like he start, talking shit. So I'm like, you know what this is gonna do? If I put this shit up and we talking about a battle. So he like, nah, okay. So I put it up. I put it up that night in the club. I don't even think anything of it until the next day. The next day, the media outlets was like everywhere.
They can't resist
everywhere.
that. No.
On every single outlet, just Murda Mook, Drake, they gonna do a battle. Murda Mook. So now, I hit him like, yo. Yep. Right?
Damn, it looks like you're battling right there.
Yeah, that's what I said. We gonna do it. But yeah, you can tell this was Drake because his shit wasn't even in. He was. He
wasn't even beard Drake yet.
He wasn't even beard. He wasn't me neither. I wasn't beard Mook. Right. So yeah, and so imagine him. That's him talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And
would you
that's
describe?
you in the back?
Yeah. I
Like
think
you might have been there.
Yeah.
But
Yo, how drunk would you say he was?
I want to say he was talking. He was drunk. He was going over to Vanessa's house drunk. Like he was texting her in that song, remember? And he was like, about how he gets really drunk and emotional. And he goes like, he was that drunk. He was going to text one of his exes. He was going to the crib.
Okay.
He was going over there, Dolo, like in the snow. That was that Drake drunk. He probably made one of them songs from that. So he was that drunk. And the next day I call and I'm like, yo, we got to do something about this. We have to do something about this because, you done said it. It's doing crazy. So he ignored me. He like, nah, all right, hold on, because he's Drake now. So then after a while, he started to ignore me. And then he like, all right, we going to figure this out. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm about to just go at him. So I just started to just go at him, and then I did the hip hop awards. Shout out to Snoop. Snoop had this was the first time where they did the live cipher, and Snoop had called me to be on it, and it was actually the biggest moment of that the whole show, to be honest. And I went in on his beat. So on the 0 to 100 beat. And I was like, here the finish line is all mine. You heard Drake? I had you flash back in the act and it's real here. I cripple your career, put it back in a wheelchair, get killed here. It ain't no chill here. My demeanor, don't play the field here. The grass, see, it ain't greener. I was on it, trust me. I was on it. So I'm like, I'm gonna bait him out. And then, I guess he kind of understood, like, this might not be what I want to do.
You know what comes to mind immediately?
What?
I just watched you battle Iron Solomon.
Okay.
I don't think you're dropping some of them Jewish bars against Drake.
I'm gonna tell you, right? Iron I had to. I'm gonna tell you, Drake.
How much the U-Haul will cost?
Yeah, it was. I had to with Iron because Iron is a legendary battle rapper, and Iron is a very smart battle rapper. You know, like a lot of times people don't understand battle rap. It's not more so like how good you are in rapping and stuff. It's about how witty you are and how great you could put together the puzzle of actually winning. It's about winning. So he's really smart. He knows how to win. And I knew bullying him. He's a white boy. I can't be a street nigga. Like, I can't talk to him about tough shit. If I talk to him about tough shit, it's just, it could fall on deaf ears because he could just say, well, I ain't never say I was a tough guy. You know, I ate, you know, my only toasters I know, they put, you know, bread and Pop-Tarts and shit like that. He could say that, and then all of a sudden, I'm in the water looking like a fucking bully. And then, so I'm like, damn, I gotta approach him differently. So that's why I, you know, approached him in that manner. Now, as far as Drake, I wouldn't know what I would do. But back to the picture he posted when he said, I would have smoked you. So we were, the other day at the battle, we was talking about it, and he like, I was ready to battle you for real. Because he had a event in Canada that he did, right? Now, mind you, this was coming off of all of the hype, and I'm like, yo, we got to do the battle. And he like, yo, we got to figure out a way to make it happen. So he put together a event, but it was just for other battle rappers. He just was there, like, sponsoring it. But it was through a King of the Dot. And I just so happened to go there with Rex, because Rex had battled up there. It was a 2-day event.
Rex was supposed to be here, but
yeah, T-Rex supposed to be here. We don't know. We just hope everything is all right, Rex. I hope you somewhere, because we gonna kill you. If you not dead, you better be dead, but not dead, so we can kill you. But, so the 2 days, it was a 2-day event. So then, like, after I want to say couple hours into the second day, liquor was free and shit. Everybody know
boy.
me. Give me liquor. So all of a sudden, they like, yo, Drake wanna holler at. Now we ain't see him the whole time. They like, yo, Drake wanna holler at you and shit. So I'm like, all right. So we go up. He like in the like it was a theater kind of setting. So he like in the booth all the way at the top, skybox type shit. So we go there. I'm like, yo, what's up? And he like, yo, what's up? He like, yo, you want to do it? So I'm like, do what? He like, no, like let's give the people what they want type shit. I said, like, what? You want battle? Like, he like, I mean, if you ready, like, that's type of person. Like, I mean, if you want to, like, I'm like, hell fucking yeah, I want to. Now, mind you, I ain't have no reps or nothing. So now I'm like, this in my mind, I'm like, this nigga set me up. Ooh. I said, this motherfucker set me up.
So he could have potentially worked on this shit for months.
Absolutely. And I was already there for a day and a half. This is the second day we had the event. So if you knew you want to do that, you could have hit me the day I pulled up and said we was going to do it. But
how can you turn it down? Because it's the opportunity of a lifetime.
For him.
And for you in a way, because, I mean, you're just never going to have that many people watching you at one time again in your life, you know? The whole world would stop to watch this.
Absolutely.
Let's just acknowledge how gigantic it would be.
No, but I'm still going to always talk my shit.
Right, like, for sure.
But, so I'm like, this motherfucker set me up. Cause you could have told me initially, but no, you wait till you see me dab drunk. You gave me fucking liquor. You treat me like one of the bitches you be fucking with. Like you go ahead, you sweet talking me shit. Then all of a sudden they drunk, you don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Now you in a room with Drake, shit going like you don't know. So they like, yo, I said, you know what? Yeah. I said, give me an hour. I said, give me an hour. He like, all right, bet. So now in my mind, I'm scrambling, like, I gotta make up raps in an hour and be able to say them. So I'm like, now here goes to the, opportunity of a lifetime shit. So now I'm thinking like, hell yeah. So I'm not letting this go down. So I go downstairs in like this area in this basement, secluded, like type shit. Start to get to thinking, shit like that. I put together a plan where, because it was a lot of other battle rappers, so I was gonna have one round, and then we all was gonna jump him in the second round. So everybody was gonna have 8 bars. So, you know what I'm saying? We was gonna do it like that. So I wanna say, within 30 minutes of me preparing, somebody came down like, yo, where Mook, da-da-da. And they're like, yo, Drake can't do it. Back in my mind, I'm like, yes. Yes. But now I'm like, what? I'm like, shit, what? What? What you mean? He can't do it. Nah, where he at? Fuck is Drake? Like, nah, like, I'm gonna let my nuts hang at that point.
Right.
Cause I'm like, yo, but they was like, yeah, nah, he can't do it. Somebody stopped it. Not him. They said it wasn't him who didn't want to do it. They like somebody else stopped it. So when you see me put it on my page, when I'm like, yo, whoever your management, because I told him the other day, I'm like, yo, because he like, yo, I would have smoked you. He like, so I asked Chubb. Chubb is like always somewhere around.
I just wonder how many people are around that can tell Drake what to do.
Chubbs. You see him halfway right there?
You think that he really respects his decision over
like,
his own at times?
That's Chubb. No, but Chubb didn't tell him. Chubb didn't stop it. But
okay.
Chubb is like his, like real bro. Like you know what I'm saying? It ain't no, I'm Drake with him.
Right.
It's like nigga, like I got niggas that be like, what the fuck you doing? Like, Mookie, like chill, you bugging. Chubb, like, you know what I'm saying? Even in the picture that he put in, Chubb, the shit is hilarious because Chubb is in the picture on our shit, just I'm close, but I'm here, but you know, you don't know I'm here, but he here.
Right.
So, but Chubb is.
You got the light on your phone, by the way.
Oh shit. Yeah. So, but
gotta respect the battery life.
I said, whoever told you not to do it, I hope you pay that motherfucker very handsomely, cause I would have killed that day. Would have been bad for you. That's what I'm telling him. But he really would have did it. He had raps and everything. Like he had, you know, so that confirmed 2 things. That one, that, you know what I mean? He's really for the culture. And 2, he really tried to set me up. That's what that confirmed.
Wow.
You know, but we you know, since then we've spoken a lot of times. But just not about the battle and shit until we was just at the battle. Drake is a really cool guy. After my battle with Tay-Rock, when I battled last, it was Halloween, and shit, he just hit me in the DM with this long, you know, it's just, I don't want to say dissertation, but it was kind of like one of those, just, you know, but he was just telling me how much he respect me and, you know, how good I am in battle rap and shit like that. And
but no mention of the battle?
No mention. I told him let's battle. I said let's battle, you know, coming up. He like, no, I'm not doing that. Cause
right.
he knows I got raps now. He knows and just in case.
Another 6 years of plotting as well.
He know just in case, I will never let that happen to me again. The way I felt right then at that point, because I knew if I was coming to Canada and he was doing it, I'm like, I should kind of write some raps. But nah, he ain't gonna do it. Like, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, he not gonna do it. So when he said, I wanna do it, everything just was like, oh shit. Like, I didn't trust my first instinct, and I'm like, he really this smart. And he really would do, he would do what I would have done. So when that happened, I'm like, I'm never, so I have just in case of emergency Drake break for Drake. That's what I have.
Is there anything that would have been off limits, or would you have treated him basically like anybody else? Because I mean, the whole problem when you are somebody of his caliber rapping is that the whole world knows every last goddamn detail of everything that's happened to you over this many years. When you're battling somebody that doesn't have as much to pull from, it's kind of different. You don't have as much to lose. Drake is like, he has so much to lose if he were to get humiliated. I don't know. Like, how were you thinking of it?
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I wouldn't have. I understand the opportunity. I understand what it means, and I understand the ramifications it could have. But I also for him, and after the battle, understand what it could do for me. I don't want to lose that lane. You know what I mean? Because Drake could just, after the battle, just, he could say one thing, and then, he might could just shut everything down if he feels that way. So I wouldn't have done it to him because he's not. That's really not what he watches. He watches the culture. He respects the culture, but even just the people around him being this business, Drake stops a lot of people's livelihood comes to an end. A lot of other people's livelihood comes. So somebody telling him not to do it, it's a lot of people that could probably say that to him because they have business as well in him.
It's kind of crazy.
Somebody might snipe me.
If he did it, it would be the ultimate flex in a way because it would be him saying, my career is so invincible, so untouchable that I could get in the ring against somebody who is the most lethal to do this, arguably, and I know my reputation won't take a hit because truthfully, I honestly believe that about his career is that no matter how bad you did him, he'd bounce right back.
Yeah.
Even if they had a couple bars for him that day, Twitter makes fun of him that day, I just don't think it's really doing anything in the long run.
I felt like that was the reason. I was telling him that, trying to get him to do it. Like, yo, listen, you would have, because, I know secretly him and Jay-Z and Kanye's and even Wayne and Nas's and all of that, they have secret competition with each other.
For sure.
So for him to be able to sell more records, like, in their competition, but then to be able to do this, and then if he could, to be successful in the time that he does it, and then come in as against arguably I'm the way I am in battling. When you say lethal, I'm not gonna be kind to you. You know what I'm saying?
And he knows that.
Right. So there could be a chance that could have. So him going against that potentially would have been the ultimate flex to them. Like there's no more hip hop than that. There's no more, you can't say, nothing you could say to me. I did this. I came here and did this, and then I went over here and did this. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, if he did it, a whole bunch of other very popular mainstream rappers would all of a sudden see it as an option for them to go get a bag and battle a battle rapper. And if that then became kind of a trend, which I actually honestly think it might be after that, then he would basically get credit for that whole wave. And then that also would cement his legacy because it would be like, look at what a trendsetter he is, that he got Ludacris battling somebody for $3 million or some shit.
It's a lot. A lot of them really want to battle rap secretly.
Yeah.
But
because you get to hear them confess their drunk ass feelings to you in the club and shit.
A lot of them really want to do it. Trust me. A lot of them really want to do it. A lot of big names want to do it, but it's that factor of not knowing if what the outcome would be. You know what I mean? It's easy to do it on a song, and that's on a song, but that's why what we do is so ill and so important. It's important, man.
It's like going to a NASCAR race where you just know you could see somebody lose their life at any minute. You could watch a career die tonight,
Well, figuratively, like, I mean, we don't want to live.
Right.
Yeah, NASCAR,
but I mean,
you really could die.
What I like, that one cannabis battle where he just completely loses it. I mean, that was pretty close to like seeing somebody lose their life right there.
Yeah, that was horrible.
I didn't even like seeing that.
That was horrible. That was hard. That was bad. But I mean,
I'm sure you know tons of other great examples.
Yeah, and I'm talking about people though, you know, no disrespect to cannabis, but it is what I'm talking about as far as career-wise right now. I'm talking about people that are very considered like at the top of the food chain, want to do it.
Right.
Want to do it with others, top of the food chains. Maybe not even want to do it with another battle rapper, so to speak. You know, they want to probably do it with somebody else that's at the top of the food chain.
Joe Budden set this whole process back like 10 years too. Because that just like that just showed how bad this can go.
But because I know people that was like, man, what the fuck he did? Like, I would have never did that. Talking about that, that's what they were saying. Like that would make me, if I was one of them, that would make me want to do it more. Like, let me show y'all. Like, that was the perfect springboard to show that I'm not one of them niggas. Like, I really do this every way around, all around the board. So Joe doing that would have been like, oh, that's beautiful that you did this. That wouldn't have made me scared. You know, I'm a warrior, you a warrior, but these dudes come from battle rap. A lot of them come from battle rap. You know, the ones that I know want to do it.
Right.
And Drake comes from battle rap. He's like, you know, he told me, you know, they watched it. You know, dudes like Tory Lanez, he battle rapped, and you know, it was a lot of me in his battle raps. If you see him young battle raps, it was like, they like, is that Mook? Like that's like Mook. Like,
it's so weird when you really think about it that it's such a norm in hip hop. It's almost like a rule that once you get to a certain point in your career, you just can't battle, even though we all know that there's a ridiculous amount of money you could potentially make doing that.
Especially now.
You know?
Especially now,
because
because now, like, you know,
the bag for somebody like you has grown exponentially over the years.
Yeah. See those words? Exponentially.
That's a good one.
That's when you know it's happening.
Because
when you use those words.
You were real hyped on making $25K for that Iron Solomon battle. You were saying in the battle.
Absolutely. I was, because.
And I was watching that thinking, I bet $25K is not really cutting it for Mook these days.
Not these days. No, but. And no, I don't want anybody to be feeling like
great bag, respectable, you know bag,
respectable. But you know, it's like when you got child support. You know, your child support may be different contingent upon the lifestyle you was used to living, and so that's how the judge awards it. It's the same thing, you know. But the 25 before, it was because people was getting paid $500, $1,000, and I saw that first when I saw somebody would pay to watch me battle rap or battle rap. Once I feel like you could make $1, you could make $1 million. You could make once you put one person pay. Oh, now it's just now we hustling now. Now it's just a part of just getting everybody to like this shit. You know what I'm saying? And once you get everybody to like it, they're gonna pay for it. And once you know they pay for it, now you're getting rich. It's the same thing. But what they used to do to us was they used to kind of trick us or try to trick us into believing that, oh, this is just this is a hobby. It's just some shit. Like, so it was taboo. That's why the reason people like, you know, me and Lux can, like, really sit there on our square and demand these kind of bags is because we've been through it to where it was no bag at all. It was...
How much you get paid to battle Jay Mills?
Not paid. What? What do you mean? Paid? There was no paid.
That was just for the love.
Yes, our currency was respect. That was what we got paid in. We got paid in feeling like we were better than you. Us being better than the other person is all we wanted.
Me and Lux talked about that at length, about how it was all about just doing it for the love, and then at some point though, you realize that you're a fucking idiot if you don't get what you deserve from this talent of yours,
right?
You know?
And we were, DVDs were being sold. We were selling the DVDs. We didn't know that we were the ones actually selling the DVDs.
You didn't think about that way.
Yeah, we know, because it was a lot of people on the DVDs, a lot of other acts. It just wasn't no battles, but people used to buy them and just go to the battle first. Everybody I know was like, if they bought a Smack DVD, they bought the DVD, they went to the back to watch the battle, and then they watched the rest of the shit whenever they felt like watching it. So they bought it for the battle. That's selling the DVD. You know, and the irony of it is like when I say with Smack DVD is that the shit that was on the back of the actual DVD was first now. You know what I mean? It's like the thing you put all the way in the back that was last is first now. It's what's making you all of the money. You know? And so when it was taboo to mention battle rap, and they used to know a lot of the artists, well, I don't want to say a lot, but some that I used to run into, it was like, oh, those are just battle rappers. Like, but they watched it. It was guilty pleasure, kind of. Like, they watched it very much. But they never would say it. You know, they never wanted to say it. But I think it was because of being frightened, because we were that good. It's like, that's why I used to feel like they used to say, oh, you battle rappers, but they don't make no music. You know why? You can't tell me that if Soulja Boy could make you on Superman and it'd be crazy, you can't tell me somebody else can't. Like, what is hot then? You know what I'm saying? If anything could go, nobody know. And this is not a shot slight to that, because that was a big record, but it was hot for what it was hot for. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna like everything. You know, and it's for whatever music is for you is for you. So I feel like they used to say that to us just because they couldn't do what we did. So they used to be like, yeah, but they can't, because they can't be able to do everything, because then that makes them, you know, insufficient in a way.
It's always like a reoccurring theme in rap that there's some percentage of rappers who look at being really, really good at rapping and really caring about being good at rapping as not cool. And it's a weird thing. And
why is that? Why? Are you talking about these days?
I mean, like, you know, I'm thinking about like the era of like when you came out, where it's like there just was a lot of people who would fucking look at battle rap as if it wasn't cool to be all about being good at rapping like that. Like, you know, like I kind of blame Jeezy in a way, because when he came out saying like I'm a trapper, not a rapper, and even like,
but Jeezy was rapping.
Right. Well, he was literally rapping those words. He was just rapping very slowly.
But Jeezy wasn't never whack, like, to me. Like, I always thought Jeezy sold a lifestyle. He was selling a lifestyle. But I met Jeezy from him watching battle raps and shit. Like, you know, and all right, I'm saying as the people, I'm not even talking about somebody like Jeezy, because Jeezy he was from a different area, you know, geographically, whatever. That was the South, they had it, but I'm talking about dudes from New York, and we tried to do that, you know, but now it's like, how much they making? And I think that's what it was. It was like, because we was little niggas, because it was like, there ain't really nothing in it, but now the tables turn, and it's like, shit, nigga get more money than you. Nigga get more money than you. You probably got to do 5 shows to get what I do for a battle.
And you know what I think is pointing in this direction too, of this being something that's going to really happen, is like when you see the YouTuber boxing matches and the TikTokers versus the YouTubers and shit. Now I think a lot of the rap people are looking at what they're doing and saying like, oh, these dudes are out here making ridiculous amounts of money to basically like use their fame in an unorthodox way of like fighting each other. And I think because on the card that they just did, there was a rapper, this dude DDG, he was on it, and he did a boxing match against a fucking TikToker and got, you know, presumably a shitload of money. And now I feel like a lot of people are gonna look at that like in the rap world and kind of think like, well, maybe I don't want to train for 6 months to fucking beat somebody's ass in a ring, but I am a good rapper. Maybe that makes more sense of like, you know, I just think it's becoming more normalized to make that bag from something like that, pay-per-view shit.
When people came out the shadows is when Jay-Z like tweeted Lux shit. That's when I think everybody kind of crawled out the shadows. Like, boom. So when Lux did You Gonna Get This Work, right? this was Twitter was still, this was when Twitter, everybody was really just on Twitter. And Jay-Z's allure, period, is, whenever he, do something, it's very much.
Everybody stops and listens,
But this was when he had like 3 Twitter tweets.
To this day, I think he has less than 10 in total.
Right.
Ever.
So everybody was waiting. So when he put "you gonna get this work," it went everybody was like, wait a minute. Jay-Z watches this shit, and then Google came out and after that and was like, yeah, Jay-Z watches this shit. Motherfuckers is like, oh, Jay-Z said he watches it. I guess it's really not that you know what I'm saying? I think
it's so good that Jay shouted it out without linking to it, putting his, just
right. And
just
he didn't say
quote.
shout out to
That's fire.
Lux or nothing. He just
That's
put,
so cool.
You gonna get this work. It was like, damn that, that's because the way you gonna get this work, it was so. And I think Lux just, he freestyled that. You had to, right? Like that was just in the moment, man. Like that was so fire that, you know what I mean? And that was just off of a mistake. So that made that like in life, like that came from him making a mistake earlier. You know what I'm saying? To now that turned him into, oh nah. Oh fuck no, nigga, nah, you crazy. Now I forgot I'm from Harlem. I gotta
right.
But shit, no, nigga, nah, you going, and then that he made that from that. You know what I mean? Something that could have been a down moment, and then he turned into the greatest shit, period. Then Drake said, you that ready to get it, heard you gonna get this work, and everybody just, you gonna get, it turned, that's battle, and that made battle rap, I wanna say it's not mainstream, but I felt like battle rap used to be, you used to have the NBA, right? Regular rap, and then it was like, battle rap was like college, right? But now I feel like battle rap is like the NFL. You know what I mean? Like you got the NBA, but then you got the NFL. You come see my show, I come see your concert. You'll come see my show. It's another league. It's not, that's it.
It's pretty crazy too when you think about it though, that in rap, dudes who have been in the game as long as you are very rarely at the top of their career.
Yeah.
But when it comes to battle rap, that rule kind of goes out the window, where a lot of the most elite dudes have been doing this for a fucking long ass time and are in their 30s or whatever. How's that feel? Because when I'm watching that Jay Mills battle last night, just thinking God damn, it's insane how good he has been for so long.
Right.
And actually, while talking to you right now, I'm thinking it's amazing how enthusiastic you still are and how in love with the shit you are.
You know why? Because first of all, thank you. Damn. But my enthusiasm, and I want to say it's really kind of, I want to say it's gonna sound like an oxymoron, but it because in the beginning, like I said, it was about being better than the other person. That was our respect. I feel like I'm better than all of them, right? But it's not even money that's the enthusiasm. I feel like now I'm better than all of the entities that went against us. Like I feel like I'm gonna be bigger than all of y'all motherfuckers now. Like better than y'all. So whatever you do, you win it, and I know it's a lot of you niggas that went against me. I know for a fact. Y'all might not know that I know, but I know people that used to tell me, because I used to always try to get indoors all the time, what other shit, and people used to shut it down. You know what I mean? Battle rapper, and I used to hear it, and I used to be like, all right, no problem. I'ma hold that shit though. It's in here, it's still in here, all of that. So if you was one of them niggas and you run into me and you see, if you felt like I gave you any kind of funny, like I remember it was you type shit, and I'm gonna be better than you, and I'm a person that's like, I'm humble, but I'm also an asshole too. I'm really an asshole. Like I won't stop. You know what I mean? If I got you somewhere on the ropes and I know you did me foul, nigga, I'm not stopping. Period. To where at the part where my wife or somebody got like, come on, man, Mook, like we gotta go. Nope. I'm gonna sit there and I'm a surgically, I'm a drilling your shit, and I'm gonna keep drilling. I'm not going. I don't want to see blood. I need to see through the bone, all type of shit. That's how I am. Fuck that. Ain't and with sledgehammers, that's how I feel. Period.
Right.
I'm not a very lenient person when it comes to that.
You didn't get to this point in your career by just being a whatever ass dude who don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck though. I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. Give a fuck. Fuck you if you felt like anything bad towards what I do, with anything bad, I don't care. Fuck you. Lux is nice.
Yo, one guy.
Yep.
One guy you'll give it to.
Lux is nice.
Okay.
Lux is nice. I'm the other side of that. I always say that. I'm the other side of that, period. Maybe I might be a little bit too, but that's whatever.
There's been like a whole big thing in hip hop over the past couple of weeks of the Rushmore of hip hop, like right now or of all time or whatever. In terms of right now, if you had to pick 4,
I mean,
I guess 3.
Right now,
I guess 2 because Lux sounds like he's on there.
Are we talking about battle rap?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Who's
Rex,
the
Lux,
gods right now? 4.
Me, Rex, Lux, and that fourth, man. That fourth. I can't tell you the fourth. I'm gonna tell you why I can't tell you the fourth. Because
You might have to do battle. And there's a
nah,
whole...
man, when I say something, man, shit go all the way. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be like,
There's 15 guys who are gonna get pissed.
and soon as I don't say motherfucker, it's gonna turn into the biggest thing in the, like, you know what I mean? Battle rap sometimes is like, it's annoying because niggas don't stop. Like, you know what I mean? Like a nigga will diss you. Soon as you diss him back, it's like niggas act like you was the one who started it. They want to drop disses and t-shirts and shit. They want to go crazy. So you got to be really careful about, prime example. A lot of people don't know this, and I'm gonna say this. Conway, right, from Griselda. You know how he really got popping? He got popping from battle rappers.
Really?
That was a genius marketing scheme that he did, right? What he did was, if you're like, y'all can go back and check this. When people started to notice him, he did a freestyle, and it was on, I think it was on Sway. It might have been Sway. I know it was on like Shade 4-5. I don't know whose show it was, but he dissed all the battle rappers, right? And it went viral. And then the next day, it went viral, right? All the battle rappers start dissing him back, tweeting about him, putting on their Instagram, putting a video clip of him dissing them up, talking crazy, getting their fans to...
Battle
Everybody
rappers,
knows who
the
Conway
most
is the next
easily
day.
triggered audience though, because it's like so integral to the culture that you have to do battle with whoever wants it.
Everybody know, but no, you don't, and that's the.
You
and
don't,
then
bro.
that's the right. So, unbeknownst to them, people they didn't know. That was just a marketing scheme of getting motherfuckers to know who Conway was. So what do? You diss these motherfuckers. Everybody's have their own platform. Good looking. Everybody have their own platform. Everybody got their own fans. So what do? This one person, they put a clip on their Instagram. All of their fans start to talk about this person, right? Boom. Okay. Now, somebody that might be following this person is following another one. And then an hour later, they see the same clip of the same person talking. Now you would see Conway named 50 times.
So much of being famous is just familiarity, just seeing somebody over and over and over
Bingo.
to the point where you just know who they are, and now you know who
The
they are,
next day, Conway was trending, all type of shit, and then boom. But he was also good. He was good. So, you know, you got to be good too. Like, you know, so you know you good. You diss them. Now, this motherfucker good. Let me see what else this motherfucker's doing. Now, fuck the battle rap shit. We got familiar with him from battle rap. But now, this motherfucker, let's see what else he got.
Because if he was trash, then he would have immediately become a meme. But his music being dope and also the kind of shit that a lot of battle rap fans probably would fuck with, it's pretty genius.
Pretty genius. It was. And that's what happens. You know, I didn't diss him back yet. He had me in there, but, you know, I didn't diss him back. I'm going to catch him one of them.
When I think about, like, well-known mainstream rappers that you could battle, Griselda definitely feels like, damn, I wonder if they would ever step in the ring.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Probably not. I wouldn't want to. I mean, that's not caliber for me. I'm talking about Jay-Z and shit like that. I like we them, like Kendrick is stepping in the ring with Lux and shit, like, you know what I mean? But Kendrick is a big battle rap fan, but Kendrick, he raps like Lux. If you listen to Kendrick's raps and you listen to Lux, first of all, he's already said that Lux has influenced him. You know what I mean? So just everybody out there, because people will be like, what? Just because Kendrick has become this mainstream super ginormous success, excuse me, very well deserved too. Kendrick, great dude. So they'll say, oh, what? Like, nah, hell no, Lux, you can't compare, but he's already said it. So y'all could go and, find it to where he said Lux has influenced him or whatever. But he if you hear the way he puts his bars together, how he does it, he raps just like Lux. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see shit like that. Lux versus Kendrick and, you know what I mean? Eminem versus Eminem, like Murda Mook and, the other Eminem. It's my favorite guy, to be honest. So I don't want people to think, you got to go in a cave to battle Eminem. He's a different type of, you got to do some real, you can't just battle him,
So that, you would take that a lot more serious than Drake? That's what you're telling me? Clip that. Hot new hip hop. You got that.
You said I would take
That's a title.
I would take the who?
You would take Eminem more serious than Drake in a battle.
Yeah, I mean, serious as far as writing? Yeah, I mean, writing, yeah, because with Drake, I would feel like I would have to be a little more, shit be off limits, be a little more lenient and shit. Like, it's nothing off limits with him, because
And he hasn't given us anything about his personal life for like 20 years.
Yeah, and M tells us, though, this is what I'm saying, he tells motherfuckers, nobody better than him. That's what I'm saying. If I was able to have a valid argument to be able to jump in the business day, like, like when he go at the top of the rap food chain, when he come out with these songs, I guess he talking about Kendrick's and we talking about J. Cole's and Jay-Z's and Nas's and just the elite of the elites, Drake's, Lil Wayne. This is a deliberate shot at them. Like when he come out with shit like Rap God, just out of nowhere, just come out like, I feel like a rap god. Like, and he telling you, none of you niggas is gonna say nothing to me. None of y'all gonna respond. He says this shit in the song, and nobody gonna be saying shit. And they be killing me because, nigga, the type of nigga I am is like, what? How fucking dare you think you gonna come and just say you the... Nigga, you know what? No. I'm gonna respond. But me, look, I can't respond in that arena. Because I'ma just look like I'm just trying. Like, nigga, you look like you just thirsty. You know what I mean? So I can't respond. But...
That's interesting you're that conscious of that and how it would be viewed, even though I agree.
No, it's the truth. Yeah. I know what it is, but the rest of, because these are all heroes of mine.
And there's always going to be that effect to the fans when anyone comes at somebody bigger than them,
Right. But these is all, like, I get disappointed because it's like, y'all say this in y'all rap. Then when when a motherfucker like M come and say some shit, that's what lets you know what kind of nigga M is. Everybody get deaf when M come around. Everybody like, well, he didn't say my name, so he ain't talking to me. I'm pretty sure if somebody else came and said the things M said, like there would be some verbal back and forth on the, you know, just on the rap tip. But when M say shit, motherfuckers be like, oh no, I'm not saying, you want some of this too, old man? No. Niggas do not want to play with him. But I mean, I want to get busy. I've been saying that. But because I know where that'll put me as far as this is concerned, though.
How'd you feel about Eminem versus MGK?
That shit was. People said I heard people say MGK won. I didn't get it, but you know, that wasn't even nowhere close, man.
It's just kind of like the last time I could think of where Eminem had any kind of real public tension that spilled over into like, you know, that MGK song had like 50 million views and shit. That's true. That's a good one, yeah.
Nick Cannon, but it was like none of them really could do nothing with him. See, that's the thing. It's like at least MGK though. MGK shit wasn't trash, but it's just the caliber wasn't the same. And I kind of honestly feel like that with battle rap nowadays. Like like when I battle somebody and shit, and I feel like I'm better than you like this. Like it's like if you hear the material, it's not the same caliber. But we're in an era and a time now, you know, where everybody gets to have an opinion because of this. So somehow, even though we don't know who's behind the comment, we don't know what age they are, what they're from, like we don't know who, if the opinion could even be valid, if you have a, you know, but somehow, just because it's there and it's seen, it somehow holds weight. And then if you see 100 of those consecutively, all of a sudden that becomes, oh, this is what the people feel like. The people. We don't know. A lot of motherfuckers don't even leave comments. A lot of motherfuckers that really matter don't even care to go be like, let me comment and say what I think. I think that the motherfuckers that comment is motherfuckers that don't really, you know, should have a valid opinion. That's how I feel.
Because you see shit that's trash all the time, and you don't leave a comment that says this is trash.
I don't.
Why would you?
I may leave this fire on a page, but right. I don't. You know what I mean? But I'm not a really. You know, street niggas ain't definitely not commenting and going votes and doing all that type of shit. They like, yo, put on this app for me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times niggas like that. So imagine them going to comment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't even know how to get to the actual shit. But back to so with MGK and Nick Cannon, it's like I don't just think skill wise they match up with Eminem. Eminem knows that, but he wants to get busy so bad, so he not gonna duck no smoke. So he going always. I just feel like somebody else need to say something.
But don't you think that Eminem would totally make a song going at you way before he would do a battle against you? Because making the songs is his specialty, and doing the face-to-face battle is your specialty.
I think he would battle. I think M is really that. I don't want to say crazy. I just think M is really one of those. He's just somebody that I know he would battle. I know M would get in there face to face and do a battle. For a fact, if the circumstances were right, and I'm not talking about having to have special. I can't say this, and I'm just talking about if the arena was like the big enough arena.
Is it super common for that to be written into contracts of like, you know, you can't say this, or we don't want this to be talked about, or et cetera? Have you dealt with that a lot?
No, but it is.
I was watching a Rex battle, and it said there was a bunch of people in the comments saying that the guy made him not be able to talk about his kids.
Sometimes people do that. Yeah. Yeah, you just pour it. I know we can't put it on this thing. Yeah, pour it. But
You're very into not showing what brand of alcohol you're drinking. I respect that.
Look,
gotta get the check.
I haven't come across that, but because battle rap is so much of a blood sport, certain things should be off limits. I feel like morally, I feel like you should know.
I mean, you made it clear that you feel strongly about this a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Yes, I did. Because.
And there was some complication where you felt like you had been pushed, right?
I had been pushed. It was not a felt.
At the moment that you were pushed, you were also, I think, what was going through your head? Were you like calculating what to do with this anger that you felt in your head?
Initially.
Because for those who don't know, you were battling who?
It was the guy named Briz Rothstein and T-Top.
And he had said something about your mother, even though she had passed away a couple months prior.
She just passed away, and they knew. One of them left a my condolences, T-Top, under the post that I posted about her passing. So they knew, and they said something about fuck your mom, like your mom's bitch, shit like that. And I just felt like in that moment, like, first of all, that's not even a bar, that's a witty bar or anything. I felt like if you talk about, like, say if I talk about your mom, I'd be like, and I had your mom's doing this XYZ last night, and you make it into a bar, I'm with that.
Like when I said that you were hitting Iron Solomon with the Jewish jokes,
yeah,
I mean they were like brilliant. So
right,
it's like if you just said,
yeah, you
filthy,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's different. Make it into a bar. Make it so when it was like, yo, your mother, it's like that's how you just really feel. So, okay, in that moment is when I calculate, because I wanted to react then. But I pulled it together, held my composure. So now, from that point on, nothing slides here. There's no, like, as in battle rap, things, you give a lot of rope. You know, you make people, like, we may push each other back and forth, may do a little extra, because that sells it. That's like part of the, that's part of just what it is for battle rapping. You know, you give it that shit. We come from the street for real. Battle rap comes from the corner. We in the hood trying to get out. We trying to make it out. Battle rappers was trying to make it out the hood to be rap. We was only battling.
And that's the crazy shit is battle rap came from the corner, but nowadays the way people tend to fucking handle their problems is by shooting each other. And in a battle, it's over and over and over people saying things that could get you shot in the real world to each other. But because it's battle rap, people let it rock. But that right there, I saw you just see that line of like, this is the line that I'm not willing to let someone cross.
So we battle rapping, right? Absolutely. That's a great point. Everybody should. I think everybody should become battle rappers. And that's the case. Like, you got a problem, just try to fucking battle rap shit.
I mean, it makes that era look beautiful when you think about it. Because that would be so great if people could handle their problems through something constructive and creative.
It's a line, man. That line, because I may not be this person that you could talk to crazy in real life. But in battle rap, you could talk to me crazy. And I have to eat it for the sport. So you get the, like, on the flip side of the me and Iron Solomon shit, I've seen motherfuckers that wouldn't dare, I'm talking about, that wouldn't dare speak to another person this way. Say the most vile, disrespectful shit. And I'm talking about say shit like, yeah, and I'm saying this shit, and I really mean it. Like, think about that. Like, yo, and I really mean it. I'm not even just battle rapping. I'm talking about if outside we can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? If this, like, saying shit like that, like to where you like. But then when it's over, it's like, yo, you know what I mean? And you like, yo, all right. So from that point was there's nothing. There's no more. I'm here to finish this battle and get the fuck away from y'all. Because y'all already, so there's no, you get to do extra shit. You don't get to, you don't get to just be extra. You don't get to do the extra battle rap things. So once the push in the back happened to me, and then my arm is being held, because I'm like, I didn't even know who it was. I just got pushed, and then I put my arm like, who the fuck? And then it was him. And then my arm is being held. And to be honest, there was really no calculation other than it's you. And I've been in a lot of situations, just fights to where motherfuckers got jumped. I got jumped to where if my arm my arm can't move, bro, I'm swinging on a nigga, because the next thing I feel like is if I can't move my arms, somebody is coming here to crack me. That's I for 100% I feel that way. Once I'm held and not in a position to defend myself, I know, oh, y'all done did this, y'all set this up. Y'all playing this. Now I'm here, can't move, a nigga just coming. You already said fuck my mother. So I feel like if you say my mom's fuck my mother, my mom's a bitch, I feel like writing that actual lyric, you made a conscious decision in your mind that I don't care how this nigga feel. I know by writing this, something could happen, but I don't give a fuck. So when you write that and you say that, and then you got me like this, and I'm feeling like, oh, y'all just came to do some bullshit. Y'all ain't even came to battle. You said fuck your moms, I ain't really popped in. So now you push me, you try to provoke me, so y'all want this to happen. So when and then that's when I just had to get somebody up off me. That was it. I regretted for the culture, but I'm not gonna take nothing back at all.
I mean, you have to make that fucking decision in that moment based off of your animal instincts. Like, is somebody trying to fight me right now? And granted, it's not common for people to get in fights during battles, but you're doing the most aggressive shit possible to each other. It's not like that's not a possibility in your head. Like, I can't really, like, look at that situation and really find you at fault, even though it is unfortunate. Obviously, like, I think fighting is overall net bad for the culture and shit, but
it is.
It's kind of hard to really blame you at that point.
And you know, a lot of people seen it that way, but it was genuine. It wasn't. It wasn't premeditated. You know, it wasn't like I held on to this. I knew I was It was, yo, what are you doing? It was a lot of shit going on in the battle even then, like just weird shit they was doing to where I'm like, this is not a battle. Like, what's going on here? Like, I'm rapping, you walking through my shit and doing all kind of just things. I'm thinking you trying something. Something is happening. Y'all are trying something, and then them being physical, and then that's just the last straw. Like, I don't got time to sit here and wonder what's going on at this point. Now it's like, you know what I mean? Because when you start doing that, it's by that time you in the hospital. They're like, shit, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I done had shit happen to me a lot of times. I've been in a lot of situations to where I went against what my gut told me, which is a no-no. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, we know. And it's the saying, yo, when you shoot first, ask questions last that's a real thing, man.
I figured that out in high school. Like, if I feel like somebody's gonna hit me,
that's a real thing, man.
You better swing. You better just get it cracking, because that's your best chance at winning this thing.
Yeah, period. Because if you don't, nigga, you gonna wake up.
And then you always end up looking like an asshole too, because there's always gonna be people who say like, why did you throw a punch in the bar? It's like, well, I thought they might hit me.
That's it. Safety is first all the time.
Right.
That's it. All the time, safety first. There's no other way to go about it. I don't got time to be caring what somebody else might think of me. Cause you could be having words about what y'all thought of me after, cause I could be dead. You know what I'm saying? This dude was a good dude. No, hell no. I'd rather be the asshole than be the good dude that could have been like, or yo, why you didn't just swing? You know what I'm saying? It's always it's never nothing. Like it's you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
A very weird chapter in your career was when, like, for a couple of days, all the mean girls on Twitter decided that they wanted to cancel you.
Yeah, yeah, that was a very weird chapter.
Yeah, when you look back on that now, how do you feel about that?
I felt like I did accomplish what I wanted to, though. You know, as me having my show, my podcast, I was easily offended. I wanted controversy. Period. That's my job, to get the most eyes and ears to my show.
Battle rap lessons brought to the podcasting realm. Controversy
Absolutely.
sells. Controversy will get them looking.
All the time. So, almost the Conway thing. What gets the most women, especially black women? When you make black women mad, oh my God, black women don't shut up for nothing. Period. Like you're white, my white, like everybody white. My white don't shut up. She say shit all the time. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, yo, but they never do. So, black women always gonna let you know what the fuck they think. So my show, I'm like, how the fuck I could get some controversy here? You know, and it kind of went crazy. It went crazy, and I think people could have, the average person would have probably went crazy. Would have probably went crazy, but me, if they know me, that I'm, especially like I've already said that there was no malice or anything, you know. And I was actually posing. I was on Van Layden's show. Shout out to Van. I was actually just posing a very legitimate question, I believe. Like, where I'm from, Puerto Ricans could say nigga.
Right.
I learned that there's a lot of other places that Puerto Rican can't say nigga. I'm like, wait, what?
Primarily Twitter, I think. Because, just to be real, out here in LA, every fucking Mexican kid I know says it, you know? But then they get famous, and then they gotta stop saying it.
I didn't know that, because
not all of them, but like that's usually how I see it happen. And that is like a weird thing, because like from looking at Twitter, you would think that it's like 100% not allowed for Latino people to say it.
Yeah. Well,
but like
shit,
living in New York, every freaking Latino
that's
person I knew said
because
it.
I go where I grow up, I just go by the environment. I told somebody, I have a white boy that grew up with us, well, like two. They say nigga. We didn't even know they was white though. Like they just grew up with us. We didn't know they was white. They just Spanish or we didn't even know they was fucking white.
New York is like that though.
Yo,
there'll be white
nigga.
kids who just blend in way too good.
Word. They say nigga. They grew up with us.
Right,
It's like we never look at color or race. Like we didn't look at that. We just was like, yo, you were here with us. You one of us. Like you in the nigga. You in the trenches.
Say what you will about 6ix9ine, but he's like every Spanish kid you ever met in Brooklyn. And he says it every 5 fucking seconds. So
I don't know nothing about that nigga. I don't even know.
Fair
I don't
enough.
even like.
But either way, it was kind of a weird thing to see you get canceled for.
Yeah, I was canceled for a little minute.
But also, I don't think you can really cancel like a battle rapper, because that audience who is mad about that doesn't really overlap with the battle rap fans at all to me.
No. And that's why it was fun. That's why it was shit like that. I'm a person I like to antagonize a lot. Like, so I'll if you watch even me do battle rap, like out behind the scenes, I might be talking with a battle rapper and I might just be going to where they be like, Mook is the asshole. Like, because I do that, but that's fun for me. Like, that helped me get my rocks off in a way. Like, I like to go, nigga, you say one thing, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going until niggas say, nigga be like, you know what, man? All right, whatever, man, fuck you. No, you say, so what you meant by that? So wait, so if you saying, then you talking about, yo, Mook, I ain't saying, no, just help me understand. Like, I'm that kind of person, and by the time people realize, like, I'm really like, playing, they already done, but that let me know.
Got out of character.
And that let me know what kind of person you is. If a person could just bring you, like, out of character, like that, then, like, oh, then you this kind of person, then. Like, nothing should ever bring you out of character. Like, you know what I'm saying? Allow nobody to bring you out of your character. Like, no. Like, all right, cool, whatever you say. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's so much of what battle rap is like just having to, it's like people can just tell how uncomfortable you are. And if you show it, then that just kind of like indicates.
You know, they got them smiles that's like, them smiles where it's really, the way those type of shit.
You're trying to figure
like
out what to do with their hands.
Yeah, like you have a slap box and they can be slapping it. Like you might have been slapping the shit out of nigga, but y'all friends, so you slap boxing, but you get your ass whooped, but you got to still keep it friendly. But you know what I'm saying? Nigga just like, you got that? Like, yeah, it's one of those where it's a very uncomfortable smile. And that's how I like to be, period. So with, me being canceled,
quote unquote,
that was fun for me. I was in where did I go after? I went to Montserrat. I was on the island after that. The next day, like it was like they like, yo, you canceled? I'm like, word? Shit, I ain't no here. Put this lotion on my back, boo.
But you were just catching strays and all that. Because I'm gonna be real, I ain't really heard anything about her since then. Like I don't know what happened after that, or I don't know if she kind of ducked off, or I don't know.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I didn't even bring her on the show.
Oh, so you didn't even know anything about her going into that?
I didn't know anything about her past or nothing.
Okay.
Like she on the show. My man Matt and Biscuit, they like Biscuit knows her. I'm like, she on the show. I'm like, all right, cool. This is what I'm about to do, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Once she said she was half Puerto Rican, I said, oh, you can say nigga. Everybody like, no, she can't.
That's just that's you being way more on the block than on Twitter.
Hey, look, if you have Puerto Rican, man, where I'm from, Puerto Rican, like, but Van Lathan, he told me that where he was from, Puerto Ricans can't say nigga. And I'm like, what? Fat Joe says nigga every minute. You won't hear, like, that's what we all from nigga. I don't know.
That is the weird thing about it, is because I feel like Fat Joe gets a pass because everybody likes him and respects him. And then with her, she doesn't get that. And also, she seems like a white girl.
And this was what I said. So you could seem like whatever, but so I'm saying, everybody, so we giving out nigga. That's what I'm saying. We was giving out nigga passes then. Because everybody was like, no, ain't no pass. We don't care what you say. So, but if that's the case, then it isn't that. You could say nigga. That's your pass. You could say nigga.
I got nothing to do with that.
No, but I'm saying, but it's like, if
Actually,
we don't like you, you
you
can't say nigga. Like, I didn't give a fuck, to be honest. Like, I just didn't care. But once I figured once they said, like, it was in half of the show, it was a big thing, I'm like, oh, we gonna start this. We gonna keep this going. That was it.
Why shy away from it?
Nigga, and that's what that was. After that, I wore my, big afro, all type of shit.
You had to do some of that for a little while?
Had to.
Build it back.
Had to. Don't kill me, ladies. It's like my wife is black. I got 3 black friends.
She got her hair matching her shoes, though. That's a different level.
Yeah, nah, she got that. That's what she do. My wife dresses me.
It's so easy to get dressed as a
Shout out
guy in
to CEO
comparison.
Did it. Yeah, she dresses me.
My hair has never matched my shoes.
Oh, really? She do. Like, well, hey, speaking of that with Drake, as I seen it, I told Drake, and with a dead serious face, because this alludes to the battle rapping becoming this arena, this big platform. I told him, I said, yo, you Drake, you the biggest artist in the world. But I'm bigger than you in here. So you know, like, out there, you bigger. But in this fucking room, in this environment, I'm the biggest artist in this motherfucker. I told him that, period. But I think he respected. But that's how I feel. That's how I'm always feel in battle rap. You come over here, you are a guest. You are a guest in our shit. That's it. You got to start from the beat. You got to start. You get obviously you get some seniority because of what you've done. You know, so like Michael Jordan could go play baseball. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. People watch it, but you know, you're not really Michael Jordan though. When you go play baseball, you're not Michael Jordan. You Michael Jordan that's playing baseball.
Okay, be honest. How concerned were you about it? Just like, you know, there's an extent to which in battle rap, the most likable person is the most likely person to take the W. And it would appear from the last 10 or so years of his career that everybody loves this guy. I watch videos of girls talking about, yeah, he cheated on me, he did this to me. I fucking love his music. He's great, whatever. He's a very likable guy that people just like I feel like a lot of Drake punchlines that he could do that wouldn't really hit for a lot of people coming out of his mouth would have that whole fucking crowd dying.
Drake has a very unique way, which is fire. He has a very, I'm pretty sure he'll do a little singing and shit in there, maybe. Yeah, you know, he might do singing bars.
He would wow you with his talent, for a
Drake
moment.
Drake is a goat to me. I love Drake. I love his music. I don't know how it happened. I'm talking about, I called my man. I said, yo, this Drake is the GOAT. Like, it dawned on me, like, this motherfucker is the GOAT. He great. But, yo, he just super fire, though. Like, I'm not holding that against nothing. That nigga is incredible. He's a magician. I don't know how he does it, but he did it. And he's continuing to do it. As far as in battle rap, though, that's one thing about our culture, though. Shit don't slip by in battle rap. I don't give a fuck who you think you is. If you say some shit that ain't it, they'll give you the first 60 seconds to say some okay shit. And they'll give you the pass of who you are. Once you continuously say some shit that's like, niggas gonna be like, the cheers gonna go from ooh, that shit going, and yo, bro, and they not gonna wanna do it. They gonna have to though. It's gonna be to the point where they like, nah, That's one thing about us though, and battle niggas they not letting nothing slide, bro. Give a fuck who you is. Like, now they might be quicker to boo something I say as opposed to something he says.
Yeah, this dynamic works against both of you, really, because it is your people in a battle rap audience. Like, those are your fans. They do want to see you win, but then I also feel like, you know, they're going to be so mesmerized by the stardom of this guy.
Initially.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Initially, they're going to be happy that Drake is battle rapping. Then they're going to start to listen. This is going to be the process. They're going to be happy. They're going to be watching. Then they're gonna start to listen. And once they begin to listen, whoever the fuck you are is out the window. It's no more. It's now I wanna hear some shit now. You know what I'm saying? That whole me being mesmerized is pretty much gone. We know you're here now, but now why the fuck are you here? And if you say things that aren't hitting, they're gonna let you know. And I really think that that's a part of the reason why a lot of them don't battle rap too. Is because getting booed. You see, getting booed is very real. And you gotta know how hard it is. Think about the dynamic of what we do. We go up there and the fans don't know what we about to say. See, like they do a show, the fans come to your shit because they know what song they come into you. They want to hear this one particular song. They can't wait. They gonna sing all the fucking words with it. They come to your show because they know what you about to do. They want to feel that. With battle rappers, they just coming to see you. They not coming to see. They don't know what you about to say. They can't sing along with it. And it's quiet, so there's nothing else to distract them. There's no music. There's no way sonically to distract them. To make them become a zombie. That's it. Yeah. Soon as it's time for you to go, that's it.
The one thing. Like, in our culture, this is what people never do.
Go.
You never like stop looking at your phone and just pay attention to a couple of people on stage. Like, you know, like on the other side of what you're saying about like when people go to see a big artist perform and they're like, you know, they already know all these songs. If you are a new artist, it's almost impossible to get people to give a fuck about you performing, even if you're amazing. If you come out there performing songs they never heard, your first show is never going well.
Yeah, absolutely. I watched, shout out to OT Genesis. We were in.
I heard you saw him and AD almost get in a fight. AD wanted me to ask you about this so bad.
Oh, this nigga AD is crazy. Oh shit. Hey yo, AD is wild, yo, him and AD. That's. All right, we can talk about that. Hold on, in a second.
Right, the OT, yeah. You saw OT. Okay, yes. Then I want to hear that story.
Yeah. So good friend of mine, shit. But we were in Live, and this was right before Cut It came out, and he performed Cut It. Now, mind you, he had I'm in Love. He had that, but then that was that. So now what's your second one? So everybody going crazy with I'm in Love. Then Cut It came on. Motherfuckers was like. Because they couldn't sing along with it. So they trying to figure out what the fuck is this? Is this good? Is it not? Is it? So he doing it, cut. Nobody's going, it's regular. But he's still doing, he's still going, still doing his shit. I want to say a month and a half later, the whole Miami going crazy to Cut It. Cut It. The same shit y'all didn't know, like, so that's kind of like a let you know, like motherfuckers just like familiarity plays a big part in it too. So battle rap to where you're not familiar. All you were familiar with is the artist. You come, so they actually like you. They like the shit you say, even though they don't know what you are about to say. But so to be able to get people's attention for that long with no music, to not even know what you about to say. Like if you see a battle rapper and just they stop rap, can you imagine what it looked like if they just stopped rapping in the middle of the rap and just look and just everybody just chill? You know how uncomfortable that shit probably would be? You know what I'm saying? Like to just, so like that's a hard thing. Now to AD and OT, LA niggas is different. That's why I didn't understand. Listen, they both Crips and shit. I didn't know anything about Crip. All I know is these niggas is friends and shit. And
drunken brothers. They run around this city drunk as hell, dancing around,
wrestling,
puking,
putting each other in a headlock and shit. So we in this crib. This crib got to be like $1 billion house. It's mad shit. Like we in the crib, we in the basement doing karaoke and shit. It's women around. It's mad liquor. This motherfucker got Louis XIII like it's waters. You know what I'm saying? We drinking shots. It's a bunch of shit. And then all of a sudden, I just see both of them like, like, hey, cuz, what you say? What you say to him, cuz? And nigga like, what? What you talking about? Then they're like, nigga from my block killed 8 niggas from where you from. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
All these street names you never heard of.
Yeah, man, yeah, but I'm just talking about talking about, oh, you trying to play me, cut? Nigga, you over, nigga. But I'm like, ain't y'all niggas brothers? Like, and they like, what, nigga, what, you crazy, nigga? I'm nigga, what, though? I'm like, yo, bro, this shit is it was hilarious, but also, he like, man, you know what, man, I'm out, cuz. I'm like, ain't nobody out. Not while I'm out. Ain't nobody leaving. We all staying here. And fuck is you talking about? You ain't gonna be out. Cause if you be out, I don't know what you being out for. Like you being out, I don't care. This your man. This ain't my man. Or neither one of that. So nigga be out, nigga. If y'all ready to kill each other, I don't know what. I know a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here with y'all niggas. Nowhere in America. So, you know, we finally got it to where they were back cool, like peaceful again with each other and shit. But I can't say the reason on why, but I respect it. I respect both of them, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I can say the reason actually. I can't say the reason. It was about Biggie and Tupac's death and not me being from New York, not knowing how I could feel about Biggie dying over here type shit. So OG is just like niggas can't just be saying that, but it's like it's not a thing, but I guess the way the culture is over here, shit like that is a thing. Like nigga, I don't care if a nigga from somewhere else, like, and a nigga my company or a nigga company, like, you can't, like a nigga might feel a way about that. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, it wasn't that on our end, but you know, I get where it is that they come from too. But we don't grow up that way. You know what I mean? We don't grow up that way.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You always thought LA was not necessarily, it was always a place that seemed kind of dangerous because, to be honest, the Pop Smoke thing makes that dynamic seem crazy as fuck all of a sudden because he came to LA, gets there.
We just knew that.
You know?
No, we know LA biggest grow up in gangs. We don't grow up in gangs. You know what I'm saying? Like you niggas join a gang, but we don't, our diapers ain't blue or red.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas are babies, and this is just what what they know.
I mean, you've been around long enough to see the game thing infiltrate New York.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it started from in the 90s, but it come from here. It don't come from, so.
We thought the Diplomats were crazy.
What?
Because that was like kind of like the first New York rappers that you really saw banging crazy in videos and shit, right?
It was gangs way before then.
Right.
But yeah, that was just the first. That Crip came along later to like in New York. It was a lot of blood, nigga. Then Crip started. Now Crip is big and shit in New York. But you know, I don't know that because I'm not a gang banger. I'm not a gang member. I just know a lot of people that are, and that's that. I respect their culture and whatever they do. I'm a man. I'm just a human being. I don't. You know, so I don't speak on shit that I really don't know. You feel me? Like, just like, I don't care what type of nigga a nigga is. Like, just don't speak on shit you don't know with me. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't care what it is. I keep my mouth shut, niggas. I mind your business about shit you don't know. That's what be having a lot of people just getting shit that they don't got. That's not even their business. And you'll die for somebody else's business just because you done said something trying to be cool. You done said the wrong shit trying to be cool within niggas that ain't really, that you don't know what you saying. You feel me? You might have like our humor in New York is way different than LA humor. You know what I mean? So we might be thinking we doing some funny shit and they might think we doing some funny shit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely some stuff that plays different out here for sure.
Absolutely. Like, you know what I learned about LA niggas? They love their girl.
Really?
Like, we love our girl. But we won't kill you over our girl. Like, real shit. LA niggas will kill you over their girl.
Right.
Period. We New York, we got this thing where it's like we gotta kind of fake be like on some pimp shit, like man, fuck that bitch. LA nigga, you talk to a nigga bitch, nigga, like even talk to a nigga bitch, nigga kill you for talking to his bitch.
Right.
Like, damn, she pretty. Like, yeah, I didn't even know she was with you.
There was a story that came out in the news about this girl who got killed, right? And I brought it up to somebody I know who's like in the streets, and I was like, yo, you hear about that one chick getting killed at this spot that we've been before? That shit is crazy. And he was like, yeah, but she was fucking with the ops. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, she was with this crew, and then they broke up, and she started hanging out with this gang.
Oh, well, I mean, that's a little bit
And I was just like...
That's a little bit different.
But it was just like 100% like this was not anything out of the ordinary. And I was just...
Right,
I was
like,
shocked by how blasé he made it sound.
That was... Yeah, I mean, you know, we just...
Might be a different example than what you were talking
Yeah, that's
about.
a way different.
Because
I'm
still a little
fucking
shocked,
with the ops is like, that's like trading. You a trader. But I'm talking about just... Like, if a chick is outside and she with a nigga and you be like, what's good, man? Da, da, da. Nigga be like, you talking to my girl? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
well, New York City is such a culture of men relentlessly harassing women on the street. It's so normal in Manhattan. I've known so many girls that moved there for college.
Hey, ma, what's good, ma?
And they're mentally scarred through that experience of just having every dude holler at them.
Nah, facts. But we look by nigga, you don't want nigga. If you don't want if nigga don't want my bitch, I don't want it, man. You know what I'm saying? My bitch, but like, nigga, you better holler at my bitch, like, because if a nigga don't try to holler at a nigga, then what the fuck I need her for?
But if he hollers at her in front of you, then that is like the ultimate disrespect, don't you think?
No, that's disrespect. I'm not even saying.
Oh, so you're saying when you're not even there?
Yeah, I'm saying when a nigga like could be down the street, like a nigga will run back to you, like you tried to holler at my girl, like you're not supposed to do, like holler at a bitch. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like if she with you.
Right. Okay.
No, hell no. If you see me with her, like, you know what I'm saying, we holding hands and shit, and the nigga just like, yo, that's disrespectful.
You might as well spit in your face.
That's disrespectful to you,
that's
but I'm
crazy.
talking about like, if she's somewhere not even you around and shit, and you try to holler, like, you know what I mean?
Okay, assuming that you are not going to battle Drake for your next battle,
Yeah.
who do you feel like you really have as opponents at this point?
Well, I have a battle actually that they just announced. Dude named Reed Dollars.
Right.
You familiar?
No.
He from Philly. He's like a legend too, and he came up in the times that we came up as far as on the DVD tip. But he was doing the Philly. He was on the Philly circuit, and we always would cross paths as far as that. As far as New York and Philadelphia, who's better, shit like that. So we were supposed to battle a while ago.
In Corona.
No. I'm talking about a while ago,
okay.
like 2000, like in 7, 8. Like it was that long ago.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And some things happened. We didn't get the battle, but he's a really big name. So finally, it just got booked. So on my next battle gonna be Summer Madness in September on URLs.
Okay.
So I'm battling Reed Dollars then.
Is there
That's gonna be that battle.
You got any like big dreams after that? Anybody in particular that just seems like that's the one? Because I mean, there has to be a day when you chill and don't battle anymore,
Yeah,
right?
when all the money run out.
Oh, okay. So you'd be happy doing this till 58 if it was?
Of course. Like, my brain ain't gonna
that'd be pretty
deteriorate.
gangster too, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean,
That'd be tight.
That's the difference between this and basketball, because basketball,
Right.
physically you, but mentally you gonna always become sharper. So, the fuck was that? I can't, like, what? I'm battle rapping until.
If you and Lux were like 60 battling each other, wouldn't
That's
that be
what we
like?
said we were going. That's gonna be our third one. We said we gonna be like 65.
But that would be the coolest shit
That'd
ever.
be the
Great
illest.
beards and shit.
That'll be our third battle.
One of you got a
65.
walker.
Huh?
One of you got like a walker.
Yo, something. So, but I think that's, I told that nigga, like, that'll be our final one when we elderly.
Should we get Lux to step on camera for a moment?
Yeah,
and,
man, because I'm hot.
I just would like to hear a word or two, what he has to say about, Lori, you want to grab the mic? Or is it this mic? Lux.
Yeah.
You just heard that whole interview. You got anything that feels important for you to say right now? I know you got some opinions about what you just heard.
Nah, I actually
Moving a little closer.
It's actually a straight good interview. I'm really enjoying it.
Okay.
For real.
Good to
It's
know.
Solid. No lies told.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think Drake should battle Murda Mook?
I think he should. No, but not if he don't mean it. You know, don't do it no favors. But if he do it. And I know he's somebody that get busy. Drake got, good penmanship.
I mean, when you say should,
Yeah, talk dirty.
I'm just asking.
Oh,
You mean should for like this
Right.
culture or should for himself? It's different.
I
That's
guess
two different
it
things.
has to be for the culture.
Okay, cool. Then he should.
Because, I mean, he's already got whatever he needs,
And then he should.
It's not a lot. It's kind of hard to imagine what else
This
he could accomplish
gotta
that he
be
hasn't
his
already
this the thorn in
accomplished.
this got to be the thorn in his side. This is the last thing. This you can never rest until you battle Murda Mook.
Wow,
You
right.
can never rest.
it's never going away. Like never going away.
You done got every plaque and accomplishment in the world, but this is it. This is it. So
Yeah.
at some point, because Drake is still very much a young guy, man. So we maybe 45 years down the line, but at some point we have to do this. This has to happen.
His legacy is like not cemented.
It won't be, and only because it came up. Only because it came up.
Why keep doing that?
Only because I'm saying like if this picture never happened, he would have been good. But this picture happened and the willingness of it happening. So even to a person like him, I believe. Even to him, because when he told he the one who said to me, yo, just so you know, the other day, like, yo, I was really gonna battle you. Like, so when he said that, I know it eats him. It eats at him.
Here's an important question, though. Why do you think he posted that on his Instagram?
That
Like, why? Because he could have easily had that conversation with you and not posted anything about it, and then maybe you would have mentioned it on an interview, and people would be like, yeah, all right, I guess I believe him, but he didn't have to post that picture.
Absolutely not.
It kind of felt like that was his, like, concession prize. Like, I'm not going to battle you, but I'm going to make you get mad followers for a while at least.
Yeah, I guess, but nah, because I'm not a nigga that give a fuck about that. To be all the way honest, do a record with me, nigga. That's the concession prize.
That's a good idea.
Let me get a record, Drake. I know
Healthy.
you watch this.
Healthy.
Let me get a record, and then because I've hit him like I need a help me get a #1 hit. That help a battle rap nigga make a #1 hit, get a #1 hit. That's what you do.
That
Those
part.
the two things.
That
That's
part.
the two things
That
that,
part.
he could do.
Yeah.
You could either battle me or be the only motherfucker to help a battle rapper get a #1 hit.
Mean.
I love that.
That's a good cosign. That's a good cosign.
Cause you do that. If he do that, he could front on everybody.
And what about
Yeah.
what,
He could front on
what about a
that.
track?
Like, look what I did. This is how. Look what I. Shit.
What about if you kind of battled each other on that track?
I-
Like if
I-
you kind of were both lyrical, miracle, going crazy
I'm not-
type
no,
song.
Now that's where we
No?
have an issue.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this because I'm not dumb. I will never waste no record with Drake
Rapping
doing
your ass
no
off.
raps. No. I'm gonna be like Drake. So how I do it?
How do I do this?
27 dudes in my house again.
Let's do this thing.
How do I do it? Tell me. Fuck you, mean.
You've done this many times. How do I
This
do
is
this?
right. I'm in your world,
your
nigga.
hood.
I'm in
I'm
your
in
world.
your hood,
here.
yo.
I'm not. I have
On
no
your
pride.
block.
I don't have too much. No, I have no pride.
Right.
Nigga. And if that means this, oh, absolutely. How do I tell me? That's it. I'ma follow it. Hook, line, and sinker. Guarantee you just not gonna write these raps. That's it. The hook and everything, the melody, good. Just not gonna write these raps. That's all.
I like that. I like that.
What about the Eminem prospect? You have any thoughts on that? You think he would ever do it, or you think that he's being a little too ambitious?
Nah, Mook would do it.
No, M.
Oh, would M do it? I think M would. I think good window of opportunity, and I mean just like for him really like putting his mind to it, you know what I mean? Because I know he got things going on. But M is one of them guys that's about it. Like as far as the culture, he come up doing that. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't far removed.
M and Drake versus you two.
M is so. That's not.
Fine.
That's not
Doubles
that,
battle.
look,
That'd be fun.
M is so. M is so in tune though and respectful. Like you know that. The Total Slaughter thing that we did, and we had a show and everything. That was what was that? 2000.
14.
Around 14. It was lit, right? We had a show. Dr. Dre, Eminem. We was out of here. First of all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Here's where battle rappers fuck the game up because it's a lot of cut their nose to spite their face. Like, they got so, it's, you know, when you just too proud, where you just cut off every opportunity, don't even know what you're doing. That's battle. That's the part I'm trying to get to be going from existence out of the culture of battle rap, which is being so insulated that you die from being overheated. All we do is cut off every outlet of any part of a bridge that we do. We cut it off because for fear maybe of being infiltrated, so we don't let nothing. We don't reach out no olive branches, and then it's like shunned upon. So whenever we go do something, like this platform is not battle rap oriented, right? So we go do something that's not, but all of the people that watch, all the millions of people watch you, now they tap into battle rap, but it's like, they'll say, fuck that. They wasn't rocking with us before. We don't want that. Like, they feel like everything is to steal battle rap, and so they get, like, they make other battle rappers not want to become successful, so to speak, because it's like, they'll shun them, like, you know.
Like the camaraderie. You know what I mean? Because they take what's going on inside the ring and think they got to be like that all the time. You know what I mean? I feel his points is the love connection is about the collective. You know what I mean? So at times, people will do that, though. I got to gripe with you. We go at each other here. I got to, do you make that up in your mind until you live with it to the point where you forget it's almost like this is a sport, This is a sport. But outside of that, everybody, involved in this is for the collective, it's for this culture. So sometimes, you know what I mean, I don't know, it be those little gripes where you can't give somebody their grapes, you know what I mean, so to speak. But, I know what he mean in that regard. It's just the competitiveness. That competitiveness that does that. But I think more and more.
Don't make it right, though.
Of course it don't. But
they fucked us
up.
up.
A growth process. It's a growth process.
That's why he don't ever want to say, they fucked us over. Eminem, Dr. Dre was fully invested in doing, we had a television show on Fuse. They was invested because in battle rap culture, they like, yo, this shit gotta go to the next level. Eminem actually had him and Dr. Dre. And Dr. fucking Dre.
No L's. They never take a L.
They never took an L. Like, so I'm like, nigga, the culture goes in. Yo, what they doing? They coming in. They trying to make this into a spectacle. First of all, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna do that.
That's the
Make
point.
this into
Yeah.
But
If you love martial arts, you should love the UFC because
No.
they turn this into the kind of spectacle that you can that millions of people want to watch.
Right. Yeah.
It might not be what you're doing in your motherfucking dojo,
Yeah.
but this is the version
This
that's
is
gonna.
this is that
you know?
one, the motherfucking, that one master in the dojo.
Right.
That one of them niggas that never want to go on the outside because they feel like your technique is off and that shit is not what this is. Even though what this shit is, ain't doing nothing.
But why do you think the fans were able? You blame the fans
Because
for that not working specifically?
I blame the battle rappers, then the leagues that banned against it, and then the fans for being gullible enough, because they was fucking with it initially. Then all of a sudden they see the battle rappers in the leagues, and then they like, you know what? Yeah, you right, man. This ain't right. We supposed to be sitting here. It's supposed to look like this. What? We supposed to look like we two niggas arguing? Two black hood street niggas just sitting here arguing with niggas behind them. So when all the money really supposed to come, they like, them niggas just look like they arguing. We ain't gonna get, anything can break out at this point. We ain't giving these niggas no millions of dollars. Like, you understand? Looking at it is a big thing. The way they set it up for us, the shit was amazing. We was off to the races with the look, everything.
The lead up, all of that.
And Eminem and Dr. Dre was involved. That was all I'm saying. They scared them away. So only now, be right where the fuck we just...
Yeah, come spin the block, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, we could have been did it. But Eminem, that goes back to him saying, M is... So what M does is, M don't say fuck them. M says, oh shit. This is the kind of person M is, oh shit. My fault, y'all. I don't want no smoke. I'm sorry. I don't want to even I coming into y'all shit. I don't want to disrespect nothing. My fault, yo. I'm going to fall back. Not I'm going to fall back like fuck y'all. I'm going to fall back like, damn, he felt bad. Like he is fucking up some shit.
That's crazy.
So got all the way over of it.
So he just backed up like, damn, I don't want to intervene or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's hard for the battle rap fans, I think like the younger ones in particular, maybe to understand. But if you want something to be truly huge, you need corporations to dump money into promoting it. And you have to then accept at some point that the money being made in terms of this profession this culture is just going to go to various corporations at a certain point that you might not love the idea of them being the ones who cake off it, but it has to be that way at some point for them to really make it huge, you know?
Right.
But there's a whole fuckload of battle rappers that are going to make a shitload of money along the way. And the most important thing is the main problem that battle rap has is just visibility. It needs to be put into a context where the average fucking 15-year-old kid who likes watching shit on YouTube or will tune into a pay-per-view, whatever, there has to be big names involved because it has to be just put in front of people's eyes because these kids will fall in love with it.
Yeah.
How many kids got into battle rap through 8 Mile? Probably a billion.
Right. Exactly.
It doesn't get enough pop culture looks. Yeah. And that's the main thing that will hold it back until it really, you know?
It's really not it. It's us. And I put myself in there by default, but it's us as the culture of we are so battle rap oriented. We become battle rappers in life. Like they everything is competition to where it turns into I'm not gonna let that person get up. Even if it means me getting up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna hold on his leg to get up to another level. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. Even though at the point we all getting out this damn barrel or whatever, but nigga will break the chain just you know what I mean? Just to not look like he helped, like you was the person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like
it's a lot of ego going on in that.
A lot of ego.
That's the same thing that you'll see happen in every neighborhood or every hood in America, every city. You know, somebody starts coming up and then all of a sudden somebody wants to kill him. And I mean, battle rap kind of does the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
I got attacked in a battle for not putting people on a podcast, like for saying
Jimmy Verb.
Yeah, for saying like yo, you rap, you don't fuck with us really. You go and try to do other things and stay and not battle rap. I'm like, I don't just battle rap. No, of course I'm not gonna just battle rap. Fuck no. But the way they pump it is you have to just battle rap. That's it. Just, or you not for us. That's how I got attacked. And it worked on a degree of battle rap. It's like almost like crab in a barrel mentality to where you gotta stay over here, or because if you go over there, we don't trust you. And you know, at a point you gotta learn when to say, well, fuck y'all niggas.
Until everybody get it though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, clean it up.
It's what's been done. You know? That's me. Politics. Yeah.
What Mook really is trying to
This
say
is Mook was trying to say.
He's slightly more enlightened than you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a lot.
He brings me back every time. What Mook is really saying is,
No, man.
you know, he's trying to nigga to pinch me.
Yo, cause
You can't pinch the homie in the interview.
cause
Nigga.
his
Hit him with
love
the
and
knee.
his passion for it, you know what I mean? He just, I'm like, bro, we not in the living room, B. You gotta
You.
cameras watching,
feel
but
like fuck niggas when
catch
they
your
do
beef faster with honey than vinegar.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I need to
I
make
never
people
caught
receptive.
bees and I just want to know. That's what I was saying. You know, we go through. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It's my guy.
And it's crazy because we're just in the business of communication. You know what I mean? Delivery. You know what I mean? So how do you feed people? You know what I'm saying? Just so they can, you know, eat themselves on a regular. So in that is, you don't want to sting them. You don't want to let somebody just like, all right, you talking to me crazy. All right. So then they're not even hearing the message. It's more so the energy you giving off. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I think it's very important that everybody does the knowledge because everybody has the same goals, just going at it different ways. You know what I'm saying? But we want the same things. And it's for the sport, the culture to flourish, continue to flourish. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes that energy, it'll put us in a space where we're not all coming together to think about how can we continue to make these things happen. And, you know, it's just a small thing to giants, but like...
That's what you say. Me and him different on philosophies on that. I'm more so, if you rising tide raises all boats in the ocean, if you in the fucking water, you going to, it ain't for me to come back to the dock and say, look, nigga, I helped your boat. Nah, If you don't see my
if you don't see it, so they don't see it.
It's all good. It's, you know what I'm saying? That's how, but I've grown to feel like that way because I've got my skin have became.
And it's good though, because you use it.
I became so tough with my skin because of that. Lux didn't have to deal with a lot of that part that came to me.
Yeah.
Lux is like, Lux is Batman and I'm like the Joker. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the Gotham of the city and the people, it's like, so Batman, it's like, he don't have to deal with even though motherfuckers love the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers love the Joker, but it's like, but still, he's still a Joker. So it's kind of like one of those cases. I always got to be.
We always talk about that.
Yeah, I gotta be the motherfucker that's to look like that or be the asshole, kinda. But I take the blunt of it, which is cool for me, because did we not on the Summer Madness on right? The money being made.
Yeah.
And then after.
Yeah.
Then you was able to.
Right. And that helped, that helped everybody. But just not to take away from your point though, some people need to hear it the way you give it up. You understand? Some people receptive in that light. They need well, you know what I mean? Well, fuck you. And they may stand at attention in that space. Because they know that energy. You know, you gotta speak the language. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm saying, it's the same thing. You give it to certain people different ways, but it's who can, hear the message. That's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's the message that's wrapped in it. You know what I'm saying? And I just know it's gonna depend on balance with all things. You know what I'm saying? What we do.
I just don't want to get lost. I don't want to make everybody else rich trying to fucking You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want everybody else to be the people who benefit because we trying to keep the integrity and trying to get people to receive the message that everybody else getting fucking rich and we the ones we like got no disrespect, but we like, you know, with like KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane and them niggas to where, you know, you got motherfuckers out here making these records, getting all these bread, but the motherfuckers that's really should get all the money or really should be
too early.
We just the ones that's like, well, at least we made the way. Fuck that, nah,
Right.
Don't talk about me paving the way.
Because okay, on
nobody
one,
care about you being a legend and all that when you
Right.
if you can play in the NBA, you should be happy as hell to be getting a couple $1 million a year to play in the NBA. But if you're in the position where you could maybe potentially start the team and own the team, own part of the team, I mean, anybody who really knows about business knows that is an unbelievable opportunity. And any one of you guys has to kind of be in that position where you're like, all right, I could just get a big ass bag doing this, but is there a way for me to really like, or for us to really own it? But then at the end of the day, is there an us for battle rap? I mean, is there a collective? Not really, right?
It is.
It is.
You're looking at two of them.
But from a business perspective, it's like, how does everyone, all these battle rap people who've been doing this shit for 20 years, how do they all kind of own part of this
ain't a
thing?
bunch of
You
them.
know,
That's the part I'm getting at.
definitely some
only
need
niggas
to
I
own
care
part of it, you know, for sure. Like, but I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine how, from a business perspective, that really works. You know,
I mean, but it's not about owning the art form as much as it's about you capitalizing on you as an entity inside of the art form. I think everybody who participates in the sport, you're out there in front of millions and millions of people that tune into your work. You know what I'm saying? If you are fortunate enough to, you know, perform well and be one of the ones that people tune into. And in that space right there, you know what I'm saying, it's for you to go out here and expound on your opportunities and do that to the best. Nobody's in anybody's way, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? We just feel, you know, it's about seeing each other, like we in the same fight. You know what I mean? And then recognizing that. And if you can help, you know what I'm saying? We say rising tides help all boats. You know what I'm saying? Like rise. So like, you know what I mean? It's just that part. But nobody's in anybody's way when you really look at it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, you know, trying to own the art form, no. I just feel like you make sure you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about this. There's nothing that's, as far as being successful, that anybody who if they have a vision, can't put in the time, energy, work, effort to make that manifest and bring it into reality. So nobody's in anybody's way in that regard. I don't see that. But we do need to start, you know what I'm saying, you know, take into consideration, like, yo, own what you do. Like, outright, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's a lot of spaces where, you know, leagues and their relationships, you know what I'm saying, with the artists in it, you know, that's arbitrary, you know, that's how you handle it. That's how you handle it.
That's why it's happening. That's why we become the bad guys.
Yeah, because
I've been pumping that forever. You're not gonna hold me, bro. You ain't gonna hold me. Nigga, you crazy? They come to see me. They ain't come to... I'm overcharging for what they did to the Cold Crush. I said that, man. Period, bro. We know how this go. Like they don't gotta pay Lux the money they pay him on me. If they didn't want, trust me, nigga, they wouldn't be paying us. They wouldn't do it. Like it's not like they do it because they like, fuck it though. They put in work, so let's just get them this bread.
Because
if they could not pay niggas,
compare it to like the
They
UFC,
wouldn't
where
do
the UFC is the show, and you're gonna show up and you're gonna watch the fighters that they got because you assume they got the best fighters. Do those fighters get to name their price? Hell the fuck no. They get paid like $10,000 to go and fucking fight like they're trying to kill the other dude because they don't have that. Whereas boxing is a little different because you could pick and choose the league. You could put on your own fight basically if you have enough of a draw, and that's kind of almost more like where battle rap's at because you got all these competing leagues competing for talent, and you know that alone just makes it very.
But see what the league don't understand, and maybe people, I don't want to say like you, but I'm talking about from the outside looking in, right? Always may say, well, why they don't just go do their own? like we understand fully, to the leagues out there and everything, we understand fully that we could go do our own shit. Like, so just so they know that, like, I hope they never thought that we didn't know
That's
that.
why they have to pay you so much.
Right, but so I'm just saying, like, 'cause you brought that up, made a good point. Like, I hope they don't know that they could go and start. No, we know that. No, we definitely know that. But when I'm doing is accumulating favors, right? Because I'm doing y'all niggas a favor by, because if you know what? Oh, I'll just go battle this nigga. I just say, you know what? Let me just make my own shit right quick and go battle this nigga. But I choose to be on your shit. I'ma cash in later on those. I'ma cash in later on that favor. Cause you know what? You're not gonna lose money when you book me. Even whatever you book me for, you gonna make money back still. So I could just take all the money, right? Or we could do business. You got a block, I got product, no problem. Then
it's easy for you because all you gotta do is show up.
Yeah.
You know, and in comparison to owning the whole thing where you might have more money long term, but at least for now, there is a lot of value in.
But also no, because if a league, I'm still putting equity into your league because Murda Mook being on your league, whatever people follow your league after that know about your league, right? I could never battle again on your league, but now people know about your league. You build equity in it. I don't own any piece of your league though. I'm not an owner of your league. I may be owner of my content. I may be owner, but it's all in all, I should own piece of your league because if I'm bringing people to watch. Bringing you new what
interest.
Yeah, the interest. I'm drawing a blank, but just people that's watching your league, and I bring you new eyes, more interest into your league, right? From my brand. Now they know you forever, and they watch. I'm not on your league forever now. I only did one time. I only battled in your league one time. But now they become a fan of your league.
That's how that go. And that's what they gonna pay you for. I
don't deserve any ownership. I don't deserve any ownership of that. I'm pretty sure I should, but that's a lot of times with artists and new artists and record labels and shit. Like, so however your deal is, if you a new artist and I'm a record label established and I build you up, you have talent. Don't get me wrong, your talent is beautiful. But I'm the person that I built you up for the people, the world to recognize your talent. I gave you a platform for the world to recognize your talent. So
it took the financial
and then you could
risk.
just leave my record label after I did all of that, and then nothing for me. How does that make sense for them? If I'm the reason that your talent got discovered by people.
And that argument happens in rap like once a year, like on like a public scale, you know? Yeah, like all the time.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of artists can't see what the label did. Because to them it seems like, oh, I have a hugely popular song. It's like, no, the label paid out like $500,000 for people to make TikToks to your song this year and all
people
this
to
other
see
shit, you know?
Yeah.
That's gonna be an ongoing thing. But I think that makes it great for the climate of the business, because for a person that's innovating, I can always come with another idea. Like, especially if my numbers translate, I could always come with another idea and say, well, this is gonna work. Why? Because I said it's gonna work. You can't tell how you gonna tell me no? How you gonna tell me it's not gonna work? Oh, really? It's not gonna work? Well, all right, bet. We jumping into that. We jumping into real. I don't want to say business because that's like, that's for lack of a better term. But now we jumping into that world for real. This our industry, the battle rap industry, is really jumping into that world. We are at the cusp right now, at the crossroads of that world. They are coming. Like they don't understand they're coming right now. Like this, Drake just being there doing. They coming now. Now are you gonna be prepared to hold down
the integrity of it?
If this is a kingdom, if this is a land with many kingdoms, are you gonna be prepared in the Game of Thrones? Are you gonna be on Winterfell? Or are you gonna be where are you gonna be? Are you gonna hold it down? Are you gonna make sure these motherfuckers just
The battle rap fans, the guys up at the wall.
no, not the fans.
I'm so sorry.
No, you know the White Walkers is all of the league industry. The niggas that's coming in.
That's
The
it.
White
White
Walkers is on
Walkers.
the way.
Silicon Valley is coming from up above.
The
Yeah.
White Walkers is on the way.
And we need the battle rap fans. Okay, it is a good example because they got to be posted up at the wall to to fight them up.
Absolutely.
But let's be fair, it's not a fair fight because Silicon Valley starts throwing money at it. The walls, and that is what happened, right?
Integrity, though.
Damn, we just figured this whole thing out.
We figured it. Think about it.
Huh?
That's what. See,
I'm so glad that we all watched it.
it's
Otherwise,
so
this would
crazy.
suck.
Yeah. Shout out to the Game of Thrones enthusiasts.
Thank you to my girl for making me watch it.
Right.
Game of Thrones, it
Shout out.
brings everything into perspective. If you think about life, Game of Thrones is like the template
Fire.
for like life
Fire.
from that and everything. If you really think about it, I swear to you, it makes the most sense. Everything.
Who got the dragons?
Game of Come on.
You got the dragons?
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean?
These bars? That's a dragon.
Absolutely. But you know, we have the what's her name? We have Cersei.
Cersei. And then
Not
who's the blonde
necessarily-
one? The hot one.
No, that's my baby. That's
Daenerys.
my baby.
Daenerys.
Leave her the
Yeah,
Targaryen
yeah.
alone.
Loved her.
Look, we have I'm talking
the
about the
dragons.
bad part. We have Cersei's in the form of men, and Cersei's is
I'm trying to remember which
she is the King's Land, and she's the
one.
With the short hair, the
Yes,
evil ass
yes.
bitch.
Oh man.
This is so good. Me and Currency talked about The Office for like a half hour the other
Really?
day.
Yo,
This is
no,
slowly
but
becoming like
because-
rappers talking about TV.
Yeah, listen.
because King's Landing is
Yeah, it was King's
Is-
Landing. Yeah. Look at this
in
analogy.
battle rap. King's Landing
King-
is the leagues. It's the leagues.
I see. Yeah, I
the
see you.
leagues.
I see you.
It's the leagues.
We just saw.
I'm
He went into
Daenerys.
politic
I got
mode.
Daenerys. I got the dragons. Absolutely, I got the dragons.
He went into politics mode real quick.
No facts.
You ain't
No.
wanna- I see you ain't want to give it up.
couldn't.
Yeah, you ain't want to give it up. I see you.
But other than that,
Yeah.
we're not gonna do that. I got, I definitely got my shit down here.
Yeah.
Plug him
This
up.
what we
Plug
do.
him up.
Yeah.
Plug
Where
him
am I
up.
here?
Plug it hard because we got
Plug him
another
up.
interview that's about
Plug
to
him
happen.
up.
But
Oh, pause. Plug it hard.
Pause.
okay, yeah.
That's
Wait,
great.
well, I want to ask you this too. You have any good Brian Pumper stories from back in the day?
Brian Pumper stories. Only
I
one
know
is
you crossed paths with him.
Oh, I mean, not no stories of us interacting. I just
Okay.
knew his shit was fake all the time.
okay.
I always knew his jewelry was fake.
There was a video of Mano clowning his chain in the club, and then he's later on in the club, he's getting a hand job from some bitch. It's like the funniest fucking clip ever, bro.
Yeah, no, we always knew his jewels was fake, but that
You
was
got to
like,
go to like 2009 World Star to see this video, but it's like a club in
You know who Brian
Queens.
Pumper is?
Yeah, the porn
Oh,
star.
all right. I'll just make sure.
Go check
Yeah.
out my video about him if you want to learn more.
Yeah. Hey, Touch, what we got going on here?
Hey, Murda Mook, legendary
Touch him
interview.
up.
Shout out Loaded Lux for tapping in. Shout out Drake
Yeah.
for choosing to battle Murda Mook in the near future.
Yes. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. Shout out.
And
Shout
shout
out
out
T-Rex.
T-Rex. We still got to have you back, bro.
Shout out you
T-Rex.
five.
Oh, my pleasure, bro. It was an honor,
appreciate that,
honestly. You
bro.
guys, two legends.
No, bro.
Absolute
that.
legends.
Know it.
I don't know why
And
you
I
did
wanna
this with the mic.
I know, right? Come here, Touch. I want to shout out me and my motherfucking business partner. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. This is real shit.
I got to take a piss. I'm going to let you close it out.
Powered by Score Game, the best critical cap and strand. On the back of the bag, you got the tag, Score Mayor, Mayor Yui.
So you're gonna hear about it. Touch for the bucks.
Well, shit, you hearing about it right now. What is you talking about? It
And you see me on Drink
yeah,
Champs,
see,
too.
that's what I was about to say.
Right.
When
So I'm
me and
making
Rex
my
did
rounds.
Drink Jams,
I'm
me and
making my rounds.
my brothers, we here all day. We going legitimate.
That way.
Shout out to No Jumper. Thanks for having us, man.
Check out the drip too.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget the drip.